If I Must Die by Rifat Alaria, November the 1st, 2023. If I must die, you must live to tell my story, to sell my things, to buy a piece of cloth and some strings. Make it white with a long tail, so that a child somewhere in Gaza, while looking heaven in the eye, awaiting his dad who left in a blaze and bid no one farewell, not even to his flesh, not even to himself, sees the kite, my kite you made, flying up above, and thinks for a moment an angel is there, bringing back love. If I must die, let it bring hope. Let it be a tale.
Genocide. Noun. The systematic killing of substantial numbers of people on the basis of their ethnicity, religion, political beliefs, social status, or other particularities. Genocide. Verb. To commit genocide against, to eliminate, a group of people completely.
I don't think that people really understand why that child lost his head. I mean, they understand that Israel killed him, but the overpressure from the bomb dropping, so that people understand this, the brutality. When a bomb drops in such close proximity, there's something called overpressure. The amount of air and the amount of pressure that that air escapes from that area of that strike is so massive that that small frame of the child is rattled so much that their rib cage collapses, their lungs, the alveoli inside of their lungs burst, and there's no place for the pressure to escape. So it has to go to the path of least resistance, and that's your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your mouth. And when the pressure is so much, your head explodes, as you saw that child's head explode. And again, I highlight this because I think it's important to understand that that's not accidental. That strike took place in the middle of the night. As you showed in that video in the beginning, where you can actually see each person and count, Israel had a video exactly like that, that showed them how many people were in those tents, how many people were in the area that they were about to strike, and they still decided to drop a bomb. And the question becomes, you're no longer in the defense, you're in the offense. Because if there are not rockets and missiles flying from that area, you don't strike. You don't strike. You just don't strike. And if there are rockets and missiles flying from that area, proportionality must exist, and you have to decide, is this threat substantial to my current forces on the ground? The answer to that is no. Is the collateral damage around this strike worth the actual ramifications that we see come out now? The answer to that is no. So you do not strike. At any other case, Greg, you and I, the commander on the ground, the sensor operator, the pilot, the JAG who approved everything, would all be in Leavenworth. Mm-hmm. We would all be strung up on charges, in our mess dress, standing tall, because there is no legal capacity that we can honestly say that that's a strike that should have been done. You can't sit here and just say it's a war for everything, because even in war there are rules.
As to the origin of the present Jews in Palestine, he states that those Jews derived from Eastern Europe, and many of the Jews that today live in the reconstituted state of Israel come from Eastern Europe, are not descendants of the Judeans or the lost tribes of Israel, but rather descendants of the Khazars. Who are they? They were a nation most people do not even know of.
فاطمة رائد حسونة، عمري 24 سنة، كاتبة ومصورة. أهلي استشهدوا في 13/1/2024. كانوا في بيت ناس مدنيين تماما، انقصفوا الساعة 12. استشهد 11 فرد من عائلتي، ولا مرة كنت بتخيل إنه عائلة كاملة تروح من عائلتي، يعني جزء كبير هالقد من عائلتي يروح. كنت بتخيل إنه يعني أفقد فرد واحد أو شخصين بالكتير، ولكن 11 نفر مرة واحدة كان إشي كتير صعب. يعني حتى الآن أنا مش قادرة أستوعب إن هم أصلا راحوا لأنه ما ودعناهم. أنا كفاطمة مؤمنة إنه الصورة والكاميرا سلاح، بعتبر كاميرتي هي البندقية. يعني أنا كتير في كتير مواقف، في كتير أحيان بحكي لصحباتي إنه تعالي شوفي، مش البندقية إحنا بنحط لها الرصاص، أوكي أنا هحط الميموري في الكاميرا، فهاي رصاصة الكاميرا، هاي الميموري، تمام. بغير العالم، بدافع عن حالي، بفرج العالم أنا إيش بصير معي وإيش بصير مع غيري. فهذا الإشي يعني كنت بعتبره إنه هاد سلاحي، إني أنا أدافع عن حالي، وإنه أهلي ما ينتسوا، وإنه أوثق قصص الناس عشان قصص أهلي كمان ما تكون في مهب الريح. أنا كتير بحس حالي في قمة سعادتي وأنا بصور، مهما كانت اللحظة بحس إني أنا قاعدة بعمل إشي، قاعدة بحقق إنجاز، قاعدة بساعد نفسي وأنا بصور وأنا بوثق وأنا بنشر للناس، بفرج العالم شو يلي بصير. مش مهم كتير العالم بالنسبة لي إنه يشوف، قد ما هو مهم إني أنا شو بعمل، إنه قديش حيضل أثر الإشي اللي أنا بعمله، هل رح يضل خالد هذا الإشي. يعني أنا بسعى إنه صوري تضل خالدة، ورسالتي إنه للعالم إذا هم سايبيننا فإحنا قادرين نوقف على رجلينا حتى من دونهم، مش محتاجين حدا يجي ويحط كتفه عشان نحط إيدنا عليه ونسند عليه.